learners, welcome to Math Chat number 20. I can't believe this is our 20th Math Chat. All right, for Math Chat number 20, we are also going to be working on Lesson 8 from Module 3 again. I know Math Chat 19 had the same lesson, but I really feel this stuff is really important, and I want us to make sure we have these concepts cemented into our brains, because going into 6th grade, you are going to need to have these skills. So we have 8 problems. I think I gave you 8. Let's see here. Yes, I gave you 8 problems for adding and subtracting fractions from whole numbers using equivalent fractions. So we're going to be using butterfly method, big sibling, little sibling, only when we're doing addition problems, and convert and solve method when we're working with subtracting our mixed numbers. So I'm going to start off by going over somewhat of a challenging one. I'm going to have us go over, let's see, I don't want to be too mean. How would I go over, let's do number 4. 4 minus 2 and 2 sevenths. So I'm going to go over to my whiteboard. This is from my last video. 4 minus 2 and 2 sevenths. Make sure my pen. 4 minus 2 and 2 sevenths. So I cannot do big sibling, little sibling with subtracting. Does not work. I first need to convert this whole number into a fraction. Okay, so I'm going to convert that whole number into a fraction, but it's not one whole, it is 4 wholes. And I'm going to be working with a denominator of 7, okay? So if I have 7 as a denominator, 7 can go into 28 4 times. So if I were to reduce 7 28ths, I know 7 goes into 28 4 whole times. And the reason why I chose 7 as my denominator is because right here, I know I'm going to be working with 7 as a denominator, okay? A little tricky how I did that. I knew I wanted to have a 7 as a denominator. I knew it wasn't just one whole. I knew it was 4 wholes. And 4 wholes in pieces of 7 are going to be 28, okay? So that's how I got 28 over 7. Now I'm going to bring down this fraction this mixed number right here, but before I bring this down as a mixed number, I want to actually convert it to an improper fraction. And to convert it into an improper fraction, I need to multiply that whole number by my denominator. So 2 times 7 is 14. Then I take that product and I add it to my numerator. So 14 plus 2 is going to get me 16. So I'm going to rewrite that as 16 sevenths. I just did a lot of stuff right there, okay? First thing I had to do was convert that whole number into a fraction using a denominator of 7, okay? I brought down my subtracting sign. Then I had to convert this mixed number into an improper fraction. Again, I converted it into an improper fraction by multiplying the whole number by the denominator, taking that product, or the answer to that multiplication problem, and adding it to the numerator, okay? So 2 times 7 was 14, and 14 plus 2 was 16. I rewrote it as 16 sevenths. If I were to reduce to 16 sevenths, I would get 2 and 2 sevenths. They're the exact same number, or exact same value represented differently, okay? So now that I have the same denominator, I can bring my new denominator over of 7, and 28 minus 16 is going to get me, what, 12, I believe? Yes, 12. Now this is not going to be my final answer because this again is an improper fraction where the numerator is bigger than the denominator. So I want to change that, and I have to ask myself, how many times does 7 go into 12? I know 7 can go into 12 one whole time, and left over is 7 counting up to 12. So 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. There's 5 left over. So my answer is 1 and 5 sevenths. Okay? So I'm going to put my answer down right here as 1 and 5 sevenths. Definitely not easy. definitely requires a lot of thinking, okay? Very multi-step, but this is a concept you are going to need not only in 6th grade, but you will use this concept all the way through to your high school math career, okay? So again, I converted the whole number to an improper fraction using my denominator of 7, converted my mixed number into an improper fraction by multiplying the whole number by the denominator, taking that product and adding it to the numerator, putting it over 7. I subtracted my two fractions since their denominators were the same. Then I simplified this fraction into a mixed number. Okay? All right, guys. Good luck. I hope everything else works out for you. If you have any questions, don't be afraid to message me. Awesome sauce. Take care.